So you find that, you do something, your soul's constantly bringing you to this place of remorse. If you can go there, that's what cleans it up. If you can't, it never gets cleaned up.
And it could go on for eternity, as you were saying.
Right. And sometimes, it's something very dark. It could be nothing. As society, well, that's nothing. But it could be extremely a potent thing on any particular person. Even when society says, oh, that's no big deal. It could be. Depending on the amount of intensity going into it. And there's a lot of that crushing stuff going on. Yuck. It's just no fun. It's not love. Right? Love is you understanding yourself. Right? You emanate it. If you're in it, you're emanating it. If you're not in it, you're not emanating it. There, that's all you can do.
Pretty cut and dry.
Yeah. And how do you emanate it? By looking at what at your darkness, at all that dark stuff. Knowing all good and well what you could be. And you look at it that way. Then it becomes, all that crap turns into fertilizer. Plant your seed, you plant that. Plant the wisdom you found in it. You understand what I'm saying? Any wisdom you find, you plant it in those dark spots. Right? It's like little plants of light. You light it up for you. And the more you return to that, the clearer it becomes. Right? Then the moment of reckoning is, oh my God, I've been doing this. That I feel like I've been in prison and I've been treating other people horribly because I feel like I'm in prison. I'm the one who put me there. I'm the one with the key and I'm the one who built the cage. Right? That's the moment of reckoning. Can you accept that you allowed it to happen? Because if you can, and you can resolve any of the issues that if you can do. If you can't, mourn them as losses. Right? Because your impeccability, your soul's impeccable. It's perfect. It's not capable of those mistakes. You did that. That mental ego thing that never listens to the wise voice within itself ever. It's when that thing gets so beat up and it's laying. That's why a lot of sick people, I think, have a lot of awakening going on, because their mind is just down. Its defenses are down just by the weakness. So something can come in, get past it, and hit the being, the real being in here. Get beyond the guard dogs in the mind.
Defenses are down.
Yeah. The mind is weakened in sickness, right? And when the mind is weakened, it's kind of like, certain medicines, you reject them. There's a barrier. It says no, right? Your mind is that.
We spend half our lives building up these defenses and walls, and then, if you are on any kind of path to wake up, you have to go back in and break them all down afterwards.
I think any defense one builds, it's an offense to God, to that which made us. It's offensive. You're saying no.
You're saying no, yeah.
You really? You're saying no to the very thing that's giving you life? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your ever-loving mind? You must be out of your ever-loving mind, because that seems insane. That the source of life is pulsating through you. It is your breath. It is your animation. It is your being. And you're saying no to its full potency. And look what's happening in your world as you say no. No. Look what happens. It gets worse and worse. Because more and more people are saying no to life itself. Therefore, no information about how to deal with this is coming through, because that exists in the moment that's happening. It exists in that which made us, the moment that's happening. It's not in 10 moments ago. It's tracing out into that. It's leaving footprints there, but it's right here. And your mind is never right here. It doesn't know the present. It doesn't function in the present. Look at the mind. Every time you could be presently being here, the mind is not there. The mind is in the past, going through files, or on a jotting down on a note card, what the future's gonna, what they're gonna do for the future. But it never deals with right now because there's no juice for it there. It doesn't understand what that is, right? It can process information, right, that you've been through, but it can't process the information that you're actually experiencing now, that moment you're experiencing now. It has nothing to do with that. So anybody who's in it is never present. Right? So really, you could say that the silencing of the mind, which takes a lot of effort, when you get there, right, you're basically fully present. That's what it brings you. That's why it's so important. Because when you're fully present, you're very aware. Awareness of the whole, I mean, imagine what kind of awareness the universe must have. Life itself. What kind of awareness it must have to be emanating everything. And then it all just kind of stays together. Well, human beings are that. They have that same, I think that's what makes us so enticing to any entities, is we have a level of awareness that is really close to that which made us.
Wow.
Right? But we don't use that. That's being. Awareness is being. Dump it into your car. There's going to be very little being and a whole lot of mechanical expenses. So that means there's going to be a whole lot of energy expended getting the money to pay those. Then you take a person who doesn't do that, right? Take that energy back in. They become the awareness of life itself. Doing is not so important anymore. Being is. Right? Because what's the moment doing? What do you see it doing? Without it, you're not here.
But it just is.
It just is. It just is there. Being. It's a human. It's what humans should do. Not all this empire building. It's ridiculous. Because you're putting energy into something that is your creation. It's really funny. It's like, because a lot of Christians hang out in this area. So I thought, and I'm well versed. I read it. I understand what they're, And, I see them talking about their nice shiny car. I said, oh, that's idolatry. They're like, what do you mean? No, that's not idolatry. Thou shalt have no idols. It's idolatry. They're like, no, it's not. I said, yeah, absolutely it is. Money's idolatry. It's an idol. You're worshiping an idol. It's kind of like people who used to worship the calves. The Jews used to worship the calves. The cows. They'd make these, statues of cows and worship them. Animal sacrifice. And the whole damn thing. They would do that. And my point is?
I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about before we bring this to a close for the day?
For the day? Hey, keep doing this. Just keep going. It's fun. This is fun.
Well, I got a couple more questions I haven't asked, so I guess we can do that.
We're good.
We're good?